Yes, hello, grade 12 students. I know wherever you are, you're preparing for the November 2025 final examinations. Now, this is Patrick Kamala, educator, Roster College Pulukwani, the tutor, math and science. Now, I know I can't get all of you, but I hope this video helps you to prepare for question one. Now, this is question one, that is November 2024, then May, June 2025. And also question one from Eastern Cape and the Gauteng province. This is how we do it. Yes, let us continue. Yes, welcome once again, Patrick Kamala here. Now, this video is intended to help you prepare for question one. Now, this is this year 2025, May, June. We are gonna do question one, but we want to see how do you prepare for this question one. Okay. Also, this one here it is 2020. This one is also Eastern Cape. That is question one, and we want to see how are the people in Eastern Cape preparing for the November 2025 paper by doing this question one here. Then likewise, also people from Gauteng, how are they preparing their learners to pass question one by asking this question one from Gauteng? Okay, so as we do them, please understand, don't cram, but understand, so that we are going to be moving together step by step, so that you may also know how this one was prepared before. This is November 2024. Yes, so these papers are going to give you a better understanding of question one. Here we go. And so for that matter, November paper 1 2024 is our starting point. Let us see those learners last year. What were they supposed to do? Question 1, solve for x. They say here x into x minus 3 equals to 0. Now in here, because of the 0 here, we are going to say either x equals to 0 or x minus 3 equals to 0. We say either what? Either x equals to 0 or x minus 3 equals to 0. And so what do we do in that case? So because they said x into x minus 3 equals to 0, okay? So because of this 0 here, it means either x equals to 0, okay, or the other bracket is 0. That means all the other x minus 3 equals to 0, which gives us x equal to 3. That is November 1.1.1. Then 1.1.2, they gave us here, they said 2x squared, okay. Yes, 2x squared here. And then they say that, yes, we are saying here that question 1.1.2, November 2024, they said 2x squared plus 1 equals to 4x, 2x squared plus 1 equals to 4x. And then they said that you should give your answer to 2 decimal places. The moment you see 2 decimal places, means you're going to use the quadratic formula. You will not factorize, okay? So now the first thing to do, you must put this equation in standard form. So it is 2x squared minus 4x, then plus 1 equals to 0. Now the formula says that our x equals to minus b plus minus, okay, minus b plus minus, okay, b squared minus 4ac minus 4ac divided by 2a. Now this formula in mathematics, we don't give marks for writing, but we give marks for substituting correctly in the formula. So here, our b, it is negative 4, but negative comes with the formula here, so open bracket negative 4, okay, and then plus or minus, okay. Here we have again our b, negative 4 in brackets, negative 4. By the way, if you don't put a bracket, you're going to get negative 16, and so it won't make sense. So please, learners, put brackets, okay. Then our a is 2 here, you can see the 2 there, and then our c is the our c is 1 here, our c is positive 1, okay. Then yes, now you get your calculator and then get your answer, okay. So this is our 2, the a is what? The a is 2, okay. Now our calculator here, I don't know if you're going to see it properly here, but I hope you see it. Now what do we do here? We are going to put in our equation here. We're going to put in our equation here. So yes, it is here. It is here. Hope you can see it. So you see we have we're having negative negative 4. So negative of negative 4. Are we together? And then we begin with a plus, plus open bracket here, plus open bracket square root, plus square root open bracket here. Now we have the negative 4, so you say negative 4 here, and a close bracket here. It is squared, that's b squared minus 4ac minus 4a. Now our a is the 2, okay, and then our c, it is negative 1, rather positive 1. You write it the way it is here, okay. Our c is positive 1 there, then divided by 2a, that is 2 brackets into 2 as well. Then you get your answer here. So our answer here, it is 2 plus root 2 over 2. But they want to decimal place, so what you do, you're going to press SD button here. And as you can see, it is 1,71. 1, so the first answer is 1,71. So our x equals to 1,71. They said two decimal places, ne? Then you can also put now with the minus. So with the minus, then you're gonna come back here and then come and put a minus instead of the positive 1, the positive here. So we say now minus. Okay, again we get our answer here. That we want it as a decimal. So as you can see here, it's negative 0,29. I mean 0,29, 0,29, 0,29, 0,2. That's our answer here. So that is November question 1. Okay, we are still continuing here. Then they say here now 1.1.3, we are having this one here, it is inequality. So we have x squared minus 2x minus 3 bigger than 0. Now inequality, we're going to have a set of solutions, okay? Now what we do here, we're going to find our critical values, okay? We're going to factorize here. You can say it is going to be x plus x minus 3, okay, into x plus 1, right? X plus 1 equals to 0. It gives us x equals to 3. These are critical values, ne? And then x equals to negative 1. These are critical values here. Okay. After getting critical values, now what you do then, you come and then use them on the number line here together with the parabola, sorry. So if you check this x squared, it's a positive, ne? Positive x squared. So the shape of our parabola here is going to be positive oriented. So here we have the number line, okay? Here we have the number line where we're going to put our critical values, okay? Put our critical values here. Now, if you check what we have, like I said, this is positive x squared, so it's going to be something like to be our parabola here, okay? Now, the parabola here, it is this shape here. The first critical value, put it here, and then the big one, put it here. So we have the negative 1 here. Then we have the 3 here. Now this line is called line y equal to 0, okay? Now above the line, above the x-axis, we call it y bigger than 0, and below we call it y less than 0. So you look at the question, that's what you wanted. They said greater than 0, which means we need any x values whereby the function, whereby the parabola is above the what? Above the x-axis here. Now here in that particular case, because we want it above, as you can see, guys, I'm going to use a red color here, a red color here, a red color here. As you can see, this parabola, starting from this 3 here, you see it is above, it's above what? It's above the x-axis, so what are my x values here? They are going to be the x values which are what? Bigger than 3, right? So my answer is here, I'm going to say x, okay, is what? Is bigger than 3 altogether, or Now, if you check this other side here, also this other side of the parabola is above the what? It is above the, it is bigger than 0. You see this is 0 here, it's not below the x-axis. So what are the x values here? You can see they begin from -1 going this way. So I'm going to say all x is less than -1. Okay, that's what we have there. We go to question 1.1.4, 2024 November. Now, if is what I have here now, they said that 2, we have 2 to the power 2x, okay, to the power 2x, then minus 2, okay, power x plus 2, okay, and then minus 32 equals to 0. Now here, I can say this is 2 to the power 2x, right? Then minus 2, which is 2 squared here, dot 2 power what? Power x, then minus 32 equals to 0. Hope we are still together. And then now this one here, I can write it as 2 power x, okay, as well. I can do like this. I can say 2 power x like this, okay, and then I can say squared here, because when I have the exponent, I'm gonna say 2 times x, which is 2x, like you see here. So now if I let my k to be 2 power x, okay, if I select my k equal to 2 power x, if I select k, let k equal to 2 power x, I'm gonna say this is gonna be k squared here. So it's gonna be k squared now, okay. Then minus, what is 2 squared? It is 4. Minus 4 times k, that is 4k here. And then minus 32 equals to 0, okay. So in here now, I'm looking for the factors. So I'm gonna have k, right? K minus 8, okay, into k plus 4, into k plus 4. K plus 4 equals to 0. So in here now, I'm gonna say either k equals to 8, right? Either k equals to what? K equals to 8, as you can see here. Our k equals to, because this is 0, so either k equals to 8, but what is our k? It is 2 power x, which will be 2 power x equals to 8. 8 is 2 power 3, and so our x equals to 3, okay? Or I can say that also k plus 4 equals to 0, giving us k equals to negative what? Negative 4. But because our k is at an exponential, which is 2 power x, and we know exponential will never be a negative, so we say here it will never be equal to negative 4. So our answer here is what? It is x equals to 3. So that's also over here, x equals to 3. Hope we are together. That was 1.1.4. 1.1.4. Okay, then next here we have 1.1.5 here, this question here. There is a root here, then minus x equals to 2. Now what is important is that before you square, you don't need to have any other variable this side except the square, the root sign, okay, if possible. That is if it is possible. Okay, so in here, what I'm gonna do now, I'm going to do like this. I'm gonna do like this now, where I have, I'm going to, this minus x become positive, right guys? So I'm gonna the root of negative what? The root of negative 2x plus 4, negative 2x plus 4, and then what? And then now this minus x become positive, right guys? After crossing the equal sign, I'm gonna say equals to x plus 2, x plus 2. Now you can see that now I can go ahead and square both sides, okay? If I do square both sides now, I'm gonna have here a square to count with the root sign, okay? So I have negative 2x here, and then plus 4 equals to, now squared, so we're gonna get what? We're gonna get x squared, then plus 4x, okay, plus 4x, and then plus 4. Okay, so in here, I'm gonna get the standard equation. I'm gonna say 0 equals to x squared, okay. Now this 4x minus 2 positive, so I'm gonna say plus what? Plus 6x, right guys? and then the 4 and the 4 they cancel because they are all positive and they are on different side of the equation. So here the common factor here is x, guys. So I'm gonna say x, open bracket, x plus 6 equals to 0. Okay. So in here, either x equals to 0 or the bracket is 0. So that means all x equals to negative what? Negative 6. But now, whenever solving such a question, listen carefully, guys. Don't rush to go away. Come back and find out which one is the real x they want. Is it the 0 or the negative 6? The one which does not lie will not be the right answer. So, because we are having here the negative 2x plus 4, let us start with a 0. So if I put a 0 here, 0 times negative 2 is 0. 0 plus 4, I get 4. Root of 4 is 2. And then 2 minus a 0, I get 2. So that is correct here. With negative 6 now. Now, negative 6, yeah, negative times negative 6, I get positive 12. 12 plus 4, I get what? I get 16. Root of 16 is 4. And then 4 minus 6, it is 10. So it means one does not apply. Yes, so does not apply. By the way, that's a marking point. So in the marking here, there's a mark for this one here and mark for this. Okay. Hope we are together. Our other question here is this one for simultaneous. That's 1.2, 1.2, 1.2, 1.2 here. Now this 1.2, I'm gonna do it this side. Okay. The simultaneous 1.2. Need to get some space. Need to get some space here now. Okay, now 1.2, the simultaneous. Always look for the linear equation first, then substitute in the one which is quadratic. Okay, so in this particular case, our 1.2, we have you see I can say y equals to negative 2x plus 3 from here. I can say y equals what? Negative 2x plus 3, right? Then from here, then I can say that it is y squared. Okay, it is y squared, then plus xy, and then equals to 2. Okay, so from here, but my y, guys, my y equals to negative what? Negative 2x plus 3. So wherever I have the y, I'm gonna put what? I'm gonna put negative 2x plus 3. Then I proceed. So here we go. I'm gonna say negative what? Negative 2x, okay, plus a 3. There is a square, square here, so squared here. Then plus x into what? Negative what? Negative 2x plus a 3 here as well. So then it said equals to 2. So from here, if you check what I have now, squared is going to get here. We're going to get 4x squared. And then we're going to say here 2 times minus 2x plus times 3. I repeat 2 times negative 2x, that's negative 4. Negative 4 times 3, negative 12. So minus 12x here. And then square till you get 9. So put 9 here, okay? Then here, minus 2x squared, okay? What about here? Plus 3x equals to what? Equals to 0. And then now 4 minus 2, we have now 2x squared here. Now minus 12x is what we have here. And then what about here? It is x here, yeah? It is this x here on the 3. So I beg your pardon here. So now minus 12x has got another one here. So minus 12x plus 3, it gives us minus 9x. Okay, so we say here minus 9x, right? Then the constant we have, it's a 9 here, right? It's a 9 here, so plus 9. So plus what? Plus 9. And we're going to say equals to a 0. Okay. Yes, hope we are together, guys. Now, don't forget that this one was equal to 2 here, right, guys? So, I don't know if it's just excitement or what. You know, excitement kills, ne? So here, I must equate to 2. Equals to 2. Equals to 2 here. So, what's 9 minus 2? I get a 7, right? I get a 7 here, so I'm going to solve now x squared, okay, minus 9x, then plus a 7 equals to 0. Now, here, to get our factors, you can say 2 times 7, that is 14, but 14 is the same as, because of the 9 here, I can say that it's going to be now 2x squared here. Now, this minus 9x, because this is 2 times 7, which is 14, I can say the negative 2 and negative 7. So I'm going to say here, minus 2x minus 7x, okay, then plus a 7 here. Now, here I am creating pairs, okay. I'm creating pairs. So what is common here now? It's going to be, it's the 2x, okay, left with what? With x minus 1, right? What about here? I can take out the minus 7 into x minus 1 as well, equals to 0. So here I'm going to have x minus 1 into what? Into 2x minus 7, right? Into 2x minus what? Into x minus 7 equals to 0. Now don't forget that here, what we have, it is a simultaneous equation, okay? So meaning what? Meaning that we are going to get x values here. So either x equals to 1, right? Or x equals to what? 7 over 2. But don't forget, we need to find our y value as well. Don't forget that our y here, we said y equals to minus 2x plus 3. So we can get the y values now. Now when x equals to 1, you're going to have negative 2 multiplied by 1 plus a 3, okay? Which gives us what? Y equals to 1. And when x equals 7 over 2, we're going to have our y equals to negative 2 into 7 over 2, right? 7 over 2. And then plus what? Plus a 3. Plus a 3, okay? Plus a 3 here. And so what do we get then? It's going to give us y equals to negative 7 plus 3, which gives us negative 4. That is it here. All right, guys. Now, because my intention is to get all the learners on board, I'm gonna skip question 1.3. If you want it, please inbox me. Okay, now that is question 1, which is for November 2024. Let us find out also the question 1 for May, June 2025, this very year, and see how you're supposed to do it. Okay. Alright, this is May, June 2025. Okay. Need enough space here. Okay, so this is what we have here. This is what we have here. May, June 2025. Okay, so now in this case, they said that solve for x as well, for x here, and they gave us x squared minus 3x minus 10 equals to 0. Hope it is clear. Okay, so here we go. Now the first question here, yes, we are going to get factors here. We're going to get factors here. What are the factors here? We're going to say, because it's minus 10, we're going to have what? We're going to have x minus 5, x minus 5 into x plus 2, x plus 2 equals to 0 altogether, meaning either x equals to 5, right? Or x equals negative 2. Are we together? That is it there. Then here again, you see they say correct solve for x, but they want two decimal places. Like we said before, we're going to use what? The quadratic equation formula. And in this particular case, our a is 3, our b 6, our c is 1. So if we can say that our x equals to what? Minus b, don't forget minus b, plus minus square root here, b squared minus 4ac, b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, so now in this case our b is the positive 6. So we now negative here, or 6, then plus minus square root here. We have our b, it is still 6 squared, okay, minus 4ac. Our a is the 3, our a is the 3, and then our c is the positive 1 here, divided by 2a, divided by 2a, but our a is 3, our a is 3, so calculators here, what do we get now? Calculators, take them out now, get my calculator here. So here, if I punch in my calculator here, I have minus 6c plus square root 6 squared minus 4ac, whereby the a is 3 and the c is 1, divided by 6. Ne? So here I'm getting 0,18, negative 0,18 with a plus, negative 0,18 with a plus. Other answer is going to be x equal to what? Now, if I put a minus here, with a minus here, I'm getting negative 1,82, negative 1,82. That's what we have here. The next question here, 1.1.3. Now this one here, I'm gonna do like this now. This is 2. I'm gonna say this is 2 to the power 4 altogether, dot 2 the power x. Now this one here, I'm gonna say plus 1, okay, dot 2 the power x equals to 8,704, 8704. Then from here now, you can see this is 4 to the power 4, which is 16. And then these are like terms, and what is 16 plus 1? I'm going to get 17 here. It's going to be now 17 dot what? 2 power x equals to 8704. Okay. Now I divide by 17 both sides. Divide by 17 here. So what do I get now? Calculators, that is 8704 divided by 17. 8704 divided by 17. I'm getting 512. So mean that I'm going to say now the 2 power x equals 512. Okay. If I get the factors here, shift factors, it gives me 2 power 9. Okay. So which is the same as 2 power 9. Now because I have the same base here, my x equals to 9. X is 9. Okay. Now next question here. Again, inequality now. Like we said before, let's get our critical values. Let's get our critical values here. Critical values. Now here, because of the 0, it is easy to get the critical values here. We are going to say that we have x equals to 8 and x equals to 2. How together, guys? We are doing 1.1.4. We see x equals to what? X equals to 8, our critical value, and also x equals to what? X equals negative 2. Now, if you multiply x times x here, you get x squared. So it's going to be a positive oriented parabola, meaning the shape would be like this. Okay. What we do, again, we draw our number line here together, and then we put the critical values here, start from the smallest here. Then our parabola looks like this one here. Okay. And then we put the critical values here. Smaller is negative, negative 2. Then this one is 8 here. Now, like we said, this line, the x-axis, we call it y equals to 0. We call it what? Y is 0. Above the line, y bigger than 0. Below the line, y less than 0. So look at the question. They said less or equal to 0, which means that we are going to look for the parabola. The x values where it is what? It is below the line, right? So in that particular case, you can see, guys, that this parabola here, where is it below the line? At this point here, you see here it is below the line. Now here the line, what are the x values? X values begin from negative 2 until 8. So our answer is going to be from negative 2 less or equals to x, then less or equals to 8. That's our answer here for this inequality. Okay. Now this one here, 1.1.5 here. They say here that again they're solving this one here. We're solving for x again here. So what do we do here? What do we have now? Here we have like I said before, before you square, make sure that the root is on answer equation. So here I can say, guys, that I can say here that the 3 root x plus 2, okay, root x plus 2 equals to negative x, okay, and then plus 2 here. Now I can square. Now if I do square here like this, okay, also square this side as well. Okay. Now when I square here, the square comes on the 3 as well. So what is 3 squared? We're going to have 3 squared here. Then it's going to cancel with the root sign now. Left with what? With x plus 2. I repeat, the square here is for the 3 and for the root. For the 3, we get 3 squared. For the root, it cancels out the root. Ne? And then left with what? X plus 2. Now this side here, you square negative x, you get positive x squared. Then 2 times negative x times 2 gives us minus 4x, okay. Then square the positive 2, you get positive 4. Now open brackets here. 9 times x gives us 9x. 9 times 2, we get 18 here. And then equals to x squared here. And then minus x, then plus the 4. Okay? Now, as you can see, our 0 equals to x squared here. Now, minus 4x minus 9, it gives us minus 13. Minus 13x. And then the 18 becomes negative. Ne? Then 4 minus 18, we get negative 14. So minus 14 here. What are the factors here? What are the factors here now? As you can see, negative 14 here. I'm going to be having now what? I'm going to be having, open brackets here, x minus 14, right? X minus 14 into x plus 1. X plus 1 equals to 0. So either our x equals to 14, okay, or x is negative 1. But like we said before you continue, check x is the right one here. Is it the negative 1 or the 14? Let's check in here. Remember they gave us x plus, what they said, x plus 3 divided to what? X plus 2 here. Should give us what? Should give us a 2. Let's find out. Now with the 14, 14 plus 2, 16. Root 16 is 4. 4 times 3 is what? It is 12. 12 plus 14, you get 26. 26, as you can see, is not equal to what? To the 2. So this one is not correct. We say we put a slash here. This slash means it must not be 14. Let us check with negative 1. Now, guys, negative 1, let's check now with negative 1. Negative 1 plus a 2 is positive 1. Root of 1 is 1 times 3, going to give us 3 here. Now, 3 plus the negative 1, okay, instead we are having a 2. We are getting a 2 here equals, so it means the answer is going to be what? The one with the negative 1. So, don't forget to conclude here when you're doing your thing here. Okay, now lastly here, 1.2 here. They say here that a rectangle having sides of y minus 3 meters and x plus 2 meters has a perimeter of this 24 meters, area 32 square meters, calculate the value of x and y. So our x and y, now it's better to draw. When we draw it, we are going to get it properly, right? We're going to get it properly here. So let us get some space here. Let us get some space here. Let's get some space. Let's get some space. Now, when we draw the rectangle, one side we're gonna put what? We are gonna put y minus x. Okay. What about the other side? We put what? We put x plus 2. So here we go. If we draw this now, you see this is our rectangle here. Okay. And we're gonna have here one side. We can put what? We can put y minus 3. Okay. What about the other side? We put what? X plus 2. So then they said here that the perimeter is 24. So how to find perimeter of a rectangle? Perimeter equals to 2 length plus 2 breadth. So here the perimeter gave us 24 here. So 24 equals to 2. The length we see it is y minus 2. So let's say y minus 2 here. What about the breadth is what? It is 2, but b is what? B it is x plus 2. X plus 2 here. Now, as you can see, before I open bracket, I can divide by 2. I'm going to get 12 this side, divided by 2, equals to y minus 2, okay? Then plus here, x minus 2 as well, x plus 2, sorry. So now the minus 22 here, I get 0. So 12 equals to y plus x, y plus x here. Now as you can see, my y equals 12 minus x, my y equals to what? Negative x plus 12. Okay, so this is question 1 now. So they said also the area is 32. How to find area for the rectangle? Our area equals to L times breadth. So I'm going to say that my 32 equals to L, but L is y minus 3, okay? And then multiplied by B, which is x plus 2 here. And then, but we said here our y is minus x plus 12. So where you see y here, guys, I'm going to put what? I'm going to put minus x plus 12. So here we go. 32 equals to, open bracket, minus what? X plus 12, okay? And then into x plus what? X plus 2 here. Okay, so in here, hey, they said minus 3 here. Oh no, Jesus, I'm forgetting this now, you see. So here, just minus 3. So here we say minus 3, and then into x plus 2. Please don't be too much excited, guys, when you do what you know. Now here, 12 minus 3 is 9. So it's going to be what here now? Minus x plus 9, right? Then into x plus 2 here equals to 32. So here, we're going to get minus x squared here, okay? But here, minus 2x. Now, minus 2x plus 9x becomes plus 7x, okay? And then 9 times 2, it is 18, right, guys? Okay. This side we've got 32. So now we form the quadratic, which is very straight here. The negative x squared become a positive x squared this side of the equation, okay? And then what about 7x? Minus 7x here. Now 32 minus 18, what do you get? What is 32 minus 18? It gives me 14 here, so plus 14 equals to 0. Here, what are the factors now? That give me 14, and when it get negative what? Negative 7. Do I have those factors really? Do I have them? What are those factors now? Yes, do I have the factors? Now, because I don't have factors, it means something must have gone wrong somewhere, and so I have to check it out properly before I continue here. If I check my calculations properly, here it is 24. I cancelled I divided by 2. Now this one was, this is y minus 3 here. You see this minus 3, but I put it 2 here. It'll be y minus 3. So when I divide by 2, this here must be minus 3, right? So now talk to me. If I divide by 2 here, what am I going to get here now? This is 2 here. So what's minus 2 plus 3? I should be having what here? I should be having minus 1, right? So it makes it to be 13 this side. Okay, this is 13 now. And so it's going to be y equals to negative x plus 13. Negative x plus what? Plus 13 here. Okay, so in here now, that is my y, negative x plus 13. So whatever I have the y, I put negative x plus what? 13. 13, right, guys? So, and then minus a 3 here. Okay, I'm going to start from here now like this. Don't be too much excited like me, guys. Please see. Excitement is not good. Oh, okay. So here, let's check it out now. Now I can see that 32 equals to what do you get here? This is negative x, okay. And then what is 13 minus 3? It's going to be plus 10, right? I get plus 10. What about on the side? I have what now? X plus 2. X plus 2. Now I can open the brackets properly. Open the brackets properly now. So meaning that open brackets here, and I have 32. Now I'm gonna get minus x squared here, right? Then here minus 2x, okay. What about here? Plus 10x. What about here? Plus 20, plus 20 here. So now 32 minus 20, I get 12. What about x squared? Become positive. So x squared here. What about the here? I'm gonna get 8x. Be now minus what? Minus 8x. What about the 32 minus 20? It is 12 here. It is 12 here. So now in here equals to 0. Equals to 0. What are the factors here? Do I have the factors? Yes, I have them here. It's a 6 and 2. A 6 and a 2. So I'm going to say here minus 2 minus 6, which means x can be what? X can be equal to 2 or x can be 6 here. So what about the y? Don't forget our y was what? Our y was negative x plus 13. So to get our y here, we're going to say y equals to negative x plus 13. Negative x plus 13 here. So we're going to have our y equals to, now x is 2 here. Negative 2 plus 13. What do we get now? Get y equals to 11, right? Or when we use a 6 here, we're going to get y equals to what? Y equals to negative 6 plus 13. What do you get? What do you get here? Plus 13. It gives us y as a 7. So that is it. So y is either 7 or 11, x2 and x6 here. Yeah, that is it, guys. That is for this year, May, June 2025. That's also supposed to be done here. Then this other question 1.3, if you want it, box me. I don't want to disturb my other learners while just looking for marks here. Okay, so and now this is trial for Eastern Cape, 2025 here. They're preparing you guys for the November 25. Let us see what they think about you. Here, they're saying that one point, you can see we're going to solve again here. And we must get factors if possible. Let's find out here. So here, this is our question here for the factorizing, okay. 1.1.1 here. I'm going to say, first of all, it's going to be x squared, right? X squared plus what? Plus 2x, right? Then minus 3, right? Equals to 0. What are the factors here? I have x plus 3, right, guys? Into x minus 1, x minus 1 equals to 0, okay? And then, which gives us what? X equals to negative 3, and x equals to 1, okay? Those are the answers which you have here. Now here they say, again, another quadratic now. I hope now you know. We use the formula x equals to minus b, right? X equals to what? Minus b plus minus square root b squared minus what? Minus 4ac divided by 2a. So in here, we're going to say our x equals to, now our b, it is negative 9, okay? So negative of negative 9, okay? Then plus or minus, out here. Now here we have b squared, we have what? We have negative 9, okay? Brackets here, negative 9 squared, okay? Minus 4ac, our a is the 3 here. What about our c? It is positive, okay? So divided by 2a, divided by 2a. But our a is what? Our a is a 3 here. So calculators, get them out now. We're gonna get to x values here. Okay. If I get my calculator here, let me check. Now minus minus for the 9 becomes a positive, but now positive plus square root of b, which is gonna be now open bracket negative 9, close bracket squared, right? Minus 4 bracket what? 3 bracket 2 close bracket there, divided by 6. Okay, so here we go. I first get 2,76. So 2,76. Okay, 2,76 here. What about with the minus? With the minus here, I get here 0,24. 0,24. Hope we are together. Next question here. Now inequality again. Inequality here. Inequality here. Let us do it properly. We said first we arrange it in the right order. I'm gonna say our 9. Okay, our 9 is what? Greater than minus x squared, and then minus plus 6x, plus 6x here, and then so bring them this side of the inequality. We're gonna say x squared, okay, minus 6x all together, minus what? Minus 6x, okay, and then plus 9, right guys? Plus 9 should be greater than 0. Now in here, this is a perfect square. We can see we have x minus 3 times x minus 3, okay, bigger than 0, which you can call it what? X minus 3 bracket squared is what? Is bigger than 0. The moment we see this one being repeated, we have only one critical value. So when we're sketching this one now, the sketch will look like this now, guys. We're gonna have our line here, like for the x, for the number line. Then because x equals to 3 as our critical value here, we're gonna have the 3 here like this, okay? But then in here we want greater than, and if you look at our x squared from this particular one here, hello, listen carefully, our x squared from here, it is a positive x squared, so it is going to be having what? A positive orientation. So our parabola would come here, but turn at 3 because of the 3 being what? A repeated root, okay? Now, we want it to be bigger than 0. We want this portion here bigger than 0. So we need all this portion here. Mean this particular case that our answer for this inequality from Eastern Cape 2025 is going to be x. It's going to be x is an element of all real numbers except 3. Except what? Except 3. That means not equal to 3. Which means whether x is 2, you're going to be right. X is 4, they're all correct. You see it at above, okay? Except at 3. So that's our answer there. You see, hope now guys you get this logic here. They can ask like this in November. Please understand and practice it again. Now 1.1.4, what we have here, 1.1.4. This is again solving this equation for the roots. For the roots here, let's find out what they have from Eastern Cape, what they think would be the logic in the upcoming root. Okay, so in here now from Eastern Cape 1.1.4, we are gonna say that they have what? Root of x plus 5, x plus 5 here, and then what? And then minus root x, okay, equals to 1. Okay. Like I said, we should be having only one root on one side of the equation. So we're going to say here, root of x plus what? X plus 5, okay. And then this side we're going to have what? Root x, then plus 1, right? Plus 1 here. Then now we can square both sides now. You can square both sides now. Okay. Now here the square comes with the root sign. Okay, so we have x plus 5. Okay, x plus 5 here. What about here now? Now the square of root x give us x here. The 2 times root x times 1, which gives us 2 what? Which gives us 2 root x. 2 root x here. And then square 1, you get positive 1. Now again, you can see the x's are going to cancel actually here. Now 5 is going to give us a 4 equals to 2 root what? Now to remove the root again, guys, you do what? You square. Don't get rid of squaring. You square here again. Also here you square here. Okay. So we're gonna say this is what now? This is 16. Now you square the 2, you get a 4. Then times x. So divide by 4. It means x equals to what? X equals to 4. X equals to That's our answer here. X is a 4. It's only one answer. We may not have to try it here, but we can. We're going to say 4 plus 5, that's 9. Root 9 gives you what? Gives you 3. Then minus square root of 4 is 2, gives us 1. So that's our answer here. Okay, then simultaneously from Eastern Cape, yeah, I can see it is quite a longer one, but we have no choice. We said we practice. Why? To avoid practicing in the exam, right, guys? So here, now what you're gonna do here, because it's negative y with the 2x, the negative y, bring it this side, please, people. Bring negative y, and it's gonna be a positive, né? A positive here becomes positive y, okay. And then what about the 2x? Become negative, né? Negative 2x here, and then what? Then plus the 1, plus 1 here. So in here, then what do we do? Now in this other equation, wherever we find the y, we put what? Negative 2x plus 1. So here we go. We're going to say y squared. We just say it's going to be negative what? Negative 2x here plus 1. Okay. Then squared, guys, squared. And then minus 2y. Ne? But what is our y again? Negative 2x plus 1. Don't get tired, please. Come on, come on. Then minus 3x here. And then plus 1 equals to 3x. Okay. Is what? Minus 2x. Okay, 1 again, don't get tired, please. And then minus 2x squared. Wow, Eastern Cape, you are so real, né? Okay, so here, now in here you have to be attentive, not to be excited, né? Don't be excited, guys. So here, what do you get now? You're gonna get 4x squared, guys, right? 4x squared here, 4x squared here. Now 2 times negative 2x times 1 gives us minus 4x. Square 1, you get positive 1, okay? What about here? Positive 4x, I'm opening brackets, ne? What about here? Minus 2, then minus 3x, okay? Then plus 1. What about here? It's going to be negative 6x squared, ne? Negative 6x squared. What about here now? I get a 3x, ne? 3x here. Then minus 2x squared. Okay, now negative 6x squared plus minus 2x squared gives me negative 8x squared. What about this? I've got positive 4x squared. So the negative 8 after crossing over become positive 8. 8 plus 4, I get a 12x squared. Ne? Minus 4x and 4x, they help me, they cancel out. Then the positive 3x become negative 3. Ne? So minus 3x minus 3x gives me minus 6x. Okay, are we together? Then this one plus a 1, that is a 2, minus a 2 is they cancel out. Okay, they cancel out with these 2 here. And what is left then? Are we not sorted? Equals to 0. So common factor 6x. Left with what here? 2x minus 1 equals to 0. So you're going to have either x equals to 0 or what, guys? Or the 2x minus 1 equals to 0, giving us x equals to what? 1 over 2. This is simultaneous. Don't forget our y is what? Minus 2x plus 1. So we gotta get our y as well. So y equals to, they said minus 2x here. If I put now the x as 0, it's gonna give me 1. So y is 1 here. As a half, I'm gonna get y equals to minus 2x. That's gonna be a half it. Then plus 1. Okay. So what do I get now? I'm gonna get negative 1. It's gonna also give me 0 here. So I've got here half is to 0, 0 is to 1. That's my answer here. From Eastern Cape, we said that those learners, ne, 1.3 inbox me. Let's go to Gauteng now. Gauteng people, how are they preparing learners for question 1? Now, Gauteng 2025, they are very clever, these guys, and out how they become the best sometimes. other than us Limpopo. Okay, so here they say given fx is this one here. They say solve for x equals 0 if what? If x is an integer. Now integer numbers we have negatives, including 0 and the positives. Ne? Note that integers we don't have decimals and no fractions. So here, because of the 0 here, I'm going to equate to 0. Ne? I equate to 0. Ne? So after equating to 0, if I say x squared minus 3, okay, and then into 3x minus 1, 3x minus 1, and then x plus 2, okay, equals to 0 altogether. So I'm looking for the integer. They're saying x is an integer. Ne? So from here, if I equate some to 0, I'm going to get root x. If I equate some to 0, I'm going to get 1 over 3. What about here? I'm going to get an integer now. So by 2 equals to 0, giving me which integer here? I get integer x equals negative 2. That's my first answer here. Here they want it to be a rational number. Now rational, we mean a terminating decimal, or we mean a fraction. So from here again, if I check here again, I'm looking for the fraction. So this one here is going to give me root of 3. So I don't want. So I'm gonna take what now? I'm gonna take it on with a 3x minus 1 equals to 0. This one here. So I'm gonna get here x equals 1 over 3. That's a fraction, which means rational altogether. Or x equals negative 2, because I can call it what? I can call it negative 2 over 1, also making it a fraction. That is it there. Then they say x is a real number. Now, real numbers, they can be rational or irrational. So it means in this case, I'm going to have all of them here. So in this case, even here where I had x squared minus 3, I'm going to get equals to root what? Equals to root 3 altogether. That's still real. All x equals to 1 over 3. That is still real. All x equals to negative 2 over 1. That is still a real number. Thank you, Hauteng. Let's proceed here. Now here, solve for x again. 2 decimal places, okay? So guys, be careful here. Excitement kills. So our x equals to minus b. What's our b here? Negative of negative 9, okay? Plus square root, okay? B squared, we have what? We have negative 9, okay? Negative 9 squared. And then minus 4ac. Our a is negative 15, okay? What about our c? It is positive 4, okay? And then divide by what? By 2a. Divide by 2a. Our a is what? Our a is minus 15. Then the calculator, get us the answers, but don't rush to avoid crashing. To avoid crashing. So, calculator, where are you now? Negative of negative 9 becomes positive 9. So, plus root of b squared, that is negative 9 in brackets, squared, right? Then minus 4, brackets what? Negative 15, right? Close bracket, then 4 in brackets here. Divide by 2, and that is 2 into minus 15. Minus 15 here, so I get what now? I'm getting 0, 897. But I want to small place, it's going to become now 0, what? Negative 0, negative 0, 0, what? Negative 0, 90. 90 must round off correctly. Or if I use a minus now, I'm going to have here what? I'm getting 0, 297 again. It's going to be now 0, 30. Please must round off correctly. That's Hauteng here for you. Now 1.2 inequality Hauteng. What are you talking about now? Let's check this out. Now if we check here, what does it get after covariance? Eh? So by not, we're gonna say here x1 is gonna get what? This we're gonna get 9 what? 9x squared, okay? Then 2 times 3 times minus 2 minus 12x, okay? And then you square the 2, you get positive 4 altogether, positive 4. And then minus 3x becomes negative, so minus 3x here, okay? B bigger or equal to 0, ne? Okay, so correct like terms here. I'm gonna have 9x squared, okay, and then here minus 15x, hope we are together, and then plus the 4 plus the here, what, okay, so here can we get the factors now, guys? 9, this 9 here, 9 times 4, I get 36. Now 36 the same as 3 times 12, so I'm gonna put it here now. I'm gonna say 9x squared, okay, and then I'm gonna say here minus 3x minus 12x here, okay, then I'm gonna say plus a 4 here, plus a 4 here, okay. So here what is common here now? The 3x is common, left with what here? 3x minus 1, right? What is common here? I can take out a minus 4. I can say minus 4 into what? Into 3x again minus 1, right? Okay, so here I'm gonna get what? I'm gonna get 3x minus 1, a common bracket, né? Into what? Into 3x minus 4, okay, 3x minus 4. All right, so now critical values here, they become what? I get x equals to what? 1 over 3, okay. Also x equals to 4 over 3, 4 over 3 here. So now we said that you must get what? You must get the in here and put the critical values. So if we check our number line here, we can put it like this, okay. Now look at our inequality x squared here. Is it positive or negative? If we check it here, it's a positive. You see, positive 9 x squared. So it's gonna be having what? A positive orientation. So meaning that we do like this now, okay. Our parabola again here. We said that this line, we call it y equals to 0, né? But how what do they want now? They want greater or equal to 0, né? So this now means must be above here, greater or equal to 0 here. So now, yeah, critical value, which is 1 over 3, okay. What about the biggest? It is 4 over 3. And then, look at where the parabola is, don't guess. Now, where is it above the x-axis? Here it is above the x-axis, this parabola here. But what are the x values here? We can see they include the 4 over 3 and the onward. So our x is going to be what? All the values which are bigger or equals to what? 4 over 3. Okay. What about this side? You have what? You see it is above. What x values here? From a third to negative. So I'm going to say all which are what? Which are less or equals to 1 over 3. That is from Gauteng. Let us proceed here. Gauteng people. They say again solve here now. Gauteng guys. Okay, so what do we do here now? What do we do here? What do we do here? Now in here we have 5 to the power x, open brackets guys, open brackets here. Brackets here, we're gonna say 5, okay, the power x, okay, and then what? And then equals to moving what is 5 times 4? 20. I'm gonna get what? A 20 here. So I'm gonna say 20 here. Okay. What about here? Then plus 5, plus 5 times what? Times 5, the power 2 minus what? 2 minus x, Okay, so here this is power 1 here. Now 1 plus 2 makes to be a 3, So I'm gonna have now what? I can say this is a 5, the power x equals to 20 altogether. Then plus this 5 here. Now I can say this is 5 power 3, okay, because 1 plus 2 is 3 altogether. Then minus x. Then minus what? Minus x. But because of the minus x here, it means that, okay, let me leave it like this, avoid the confusion here. Then minus x here. So in here, now as you can see, I can let I can put it in the denominator. I can say you have 5 power x, make it a positive power, to make my things look simpler. So guys, I like the K method, let k be 5 power x, Let k be what? 5 power. If understand now, this is k. Let our k be 5 power x. Ne? So what do we have now? We can have our k here. Our k equals to 20, okay, plus the, what is 5 cubed? 125, ne? 125 divided by k. Multiply by k now, we're going to get k squared, okay? K squared equals to 20k, okay? 20k here. Then k is going to cancel down here, giving us 125 here, okay? So then what we do next here, we're going to say k squared minus 20k, okay? Minus 20k here. And then minus 125 here equals to 0. So here, I think we have the factors here, ne? Don't we have the factors? This is 5 cubed, ne? So we can say it's going to be k squared, okay, k minus 25 here into k plus 4, k plus 5, ne? Yeah, k plus 5 here, because when I add here, I'm going to get the negative 20. So in here, in either our k equals to 25, sorry, or our k to give us what? Negative 5. But our k is 5 power x equals 5 squared. Okay, so meaning our x here is 2. Okay, out here. So the moment you say 5 power x and then you're trying to equate to negative 5, doesn't make sense. So we say not equal. So therefore, answer is x equals to 2. All right, let's continue counting now. Again, they say here that solve for x and y. Okay, let's check it out here. Now this is log basic so into exponential. It's gonna be x power 4 equals to 16. Okay, but then what is 16? What is 16, guys? What is 16 power 2 power 4? Moment I have the same power, meaning x equals to 4. Okay, if x equals to 2. If x equals to 2, get your y now by saying y plus what? Plus root of 2. What is 2 plus 7? I'm going to get 9 here. And then equals to what? Equals to 2 plus what? 2 plus 1 here. Okay, so it's going to be 3 here. So y equals to, now this is 3. 3 minus what? Minus 3. Right, guys? 3 minus what? Now here answers, ne? Excitement. Hey, excitement. Excitement, yo. Excitement kills. So it is y plus or minus 3 altogether equals to 3. So meaning my y equals this 3 here minus or plus what? Plus 3. So I've got y equals to what? Y equals to 0 with a minus, or y equals to what? Y equals to a 6. So answer is going to get x equals to 2 and y is 6. Or again, x equals to 2 and y is 0. Is it there from Gauteng here? Let us proceed. We are almost done. Don't worry, guys. They say here that calculate what? Two numerical values of p so that this one is a perfect square. So what do we do here from Gauteng? I'm going to say x squared here, x squared, and open brackets here. That's what? 2px, right? 2px, then 7p, okay, 7p, and then plus 8, okay. So to become a perfect square, what do we do? One numerical values of p. Let me just equate it to 0. Okay, so here I can see this is my a is 1, my b is 2p, my c is 7p plus 8. So now because I want to get a perfect square, it must be equal to 0. So in this case, my b squared minus 4ac should be equal to 0. My b squared minus what? Minus 4ac should give me 0. Okay, it give me 0 here. But what is my b here? It is 2p. It's going to be now 2p bracket squared minus 4ac minus 4ac. The a is 1. What about our c? 7p plus what? 7p plus 8, right? So to give us a 0 here. So now I'm going to say here, it's going to be what here? This is 4p squared, guys, right? 4p squared. What about here? Minus 28 what? 28p. 28p here. Minus 32 equals to 0. Okay, so here, divide by 4. I get p squared minus 7p minus 8 minus 80 equal to 0. So now in here, I can say the factors here. I've got p minus 8, p minus 8, and the p plus what? P plus 1. P plus 1 equals to 0 here, which means my p could be p equals to 8 or p equals negative 1 to get a perfect square. Okay, that is it there from Gauteng. Yes, guys, thank you so much for watching. Catch you in our next video. Don't forget to practice the remaining trials which we did at school. Bye bye.